Hey my lovelies, it's me Margot. In this video I want to talk to you about letting go of anger. Now anger is something that I've known all my life. I grew up in a house that they used to argue or yell. They never discussed anything. My granny was the only one who was level-headed. My grandpa, God rest his soul, had a very bad temper, and my uncle also yelled a lot. And so I grew up listening to fighting, and it went into my adulthood. There was some peaceful years, and then we had kids, and we also started yelling, all of us. So letting go of anger is hard to do, especially when it's like an old friend or an old coat that you've worn and it's comfortable. And anger also is a defense mechanism, and sometimes you're angry because that's a normal response to aggravation or pain or the fight or flight response. It's not easy to let go of anger. And I'm not telling you to let go of it completely. I'm just trying to learn myself how not to go nuts the first sign of trouble. So, the first way to catch anger is usually as soon as you've said something, usually when you've been provoked or you started it. I usually find it's when I'm provoked. Say something totally off the charts, and then you're left with guilt, and guilt makes you cry, and you cry for 2 or 3 hours if you're me, and it ruins your whole day, and you're like, why do I even talk about law of attraction if I'm going to be in my room, in the bed, crying because I got into fights with the kids? Yeah, fighting with my kids. So the first thing I want you to do is to forgive yourself, because anger is a normal response. What is not normal is, all the cursing and the revenge, and I think the crying for 3-4 hours is not normal. But the crying usually comes out of guilt for saying things you didn't mean when you were angry. So the sooner you can diffuse the angry situation, the better you are, and you're able to bounce back. Okay, so we've heard this before from other people, that when you want to have an outburst, leave the room. So the thing is that you get so pumped up with adrenaline when you're getting in a situation, usually when it's with your kids or your husband or somebody that you're familiar with. You just let it fly. You just give it to them, and you both are fighting. Or if it's a big family, you're all yelling and going on. And the thing is, when you've tried to leave the room, somebody will call you back into the fight. Come here, I'm not done talking to you. My husband likes to do that. But I say, if you can, leave the room when an angry situation occurs, then go. Leave the house for a minute. And don't come back if they're all opening the window saying, you come back here. Because you don't have to be part of that madness, especially if you want to change your life for the better. You don't have to come back in there and start the WWF or the whatever, the Viking War. You don't have to be a part of that. You want to change your life for yourself. You want to feel better for yourself. Take a couple of deep breaths and go away for a few minutes if you have to. If they start the fight again, when you come back, leave again after you've said in a calm voice, I'm not doing this. I'm not raising my blood pressure. I'm not going to feel guilty for the things that I might say because I'm not myself right now. You can be the better woman or the better man and walk out. Take a cute little breath. Deep breath. I've got such a cold. And just say, I'm not going to do this. And I want you to stop feeling guilty for all the temper tantrums you've thrown through your life. You are not a bad person. Let go of a lot of the things you've said and a lot of things that you've done, because when you're carrying all those chains with you, unless they're Italian gold, darling, or Indian 22 karat, it is not worth it. I wish you luck in your next argument. God bless you. Bye.